All right. Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Zach Miller after his win at the 2016 North Face Championships. Congratulations, Zach.
Thank you, Brian.
2 in a row.
Yeah, 2 in a row.
2 in a row. And this one, what a race.
This one was hard. Last year was hard. This one was insane.
This was insane. It was insane to watch, and it felt that way from the inside.
Oh yeah, it was nuts. It was probably one of the craziest races I've run. Like, my mom didn't want me to run stupid, and about 2 miles in, it was like, this might be stupid.
Well, at least he was thinking of you,
Yeah.
Mom Miller.
Yeah.
So you kept running stupid. Kept running with Hayden Hawks.
Well, chasing him for a while, like he was gapping me on climbs. So, but yeah, I mean, he was close. So I'd catch him on descents, and yeah, but like he had me gapped for a little while.
And then he took a little wrong turn.
He did. It was confusing. He was going into cardiac. Approaching cardiac, I was looking for his headlamp, and I was like, "Oh, I think he's there. I think he's like 100 meters up."
Yeah.
So still pretty close, and then I crossed the bridge and ran through the field to go up cardiac, and all of a sudden there was somebody behind me, and Tim Tollefson was coming down, and I go, "Tim, is somebody up there?" And he's like, "No, you're leading," and I was like, okay, this is Hayden behind me.
Okay.
And I didn't know what happened. I didn't know if he had stopped at Muir Beach to like go to the bathroom, or just took a while in the aid station, because I had just blown right through it. And then I talked to him after, and he said he had taken a wrong turn. He went off to the left, and he had to come back. And so then we ran up cardiac together.
Yeah.
So then we were just neck and neck. And I mean, we had been neck and neck, and we just were more neck and neck.
And then on the out and back there, were you guys really pushing the pace, or was there any time where you were just kind of like not comfortable, but just like, all right, I'm not going to push?
Yeah, it was hard because it felt like we were almost always hammering. Like there were some points where I kind of wanted to like maybe back off a little, see if he back off, and but then like our competitive juices, I think, were flowing too much. It's like one would edge up on the other, and then I'd maybe lay like 50 meters behind him sometimes, but I didn't want to let him get away. And so yeah, when we did the out and back, I mean, he was in front and I was just kind of chasing him, and we went in and filled our bottles at the same time and left together, and then I took the lead. Last year I had run really well from McKenna Gulch down to Stinson Beach. So when we left, I had that in my mind. I was like, oh, I hope I hit my groove here. And so I passed him and I took the lead, and we were just kind of hammering. Yeah. But he was staying right with me. Like, I couldn't shake the kid.
When did you finally get a little breathing space?
Pretty much never. Yeah. Like, we got to Stinson, like, together. I was able to pass him climbing up to cardiac. I had a 15-second gap at cardiac. He was right there. And you were
like sprinting.
I was running hard, and he was right there. And like going down, descending from cardiac down into Muir Woods, I thought maybe I was getting away. And then next thing I know, he's right on my heels again. So we climbed out of Muir Woods, and I started to separate a little bit. And then I saw Gary Gellin on the course, and next thing I know, like, Hayden's like right back behind me again. And like, I think at Muir Beach with like 9 miles to go or something, I think I had like a 20-second gap or something, which was like insane. And then I pushed the last 2 climbs hard, and I really wasn't gaining much. Like, I think by Tennessee Valley, like, I pushed the climb going up hard, and then we bombed downhill, and it hurt like crazy.
Like the last...
and I got to Tennessee Valley probably like a minute ahead of him. And then, but with 3 miles to go at the top of the last climb, I probably had like a minute or less. And then I just like, it was like, well, I just have to go. Like, everything hurt. And I just threw down a bottle of like, I went in, and I've been using goo all like Roctane all day, and I was just like, I didn't have any more powder with me, so I was like Tailwind, and they put like 1 cup in, and then I was like, anything, and so they like put water and Gatorade, I think, and it was this weird mix. I just like chugged it, shoved it in my belt and just like hammered to the finish. And then I ended up like 2-minute gap, and that was probably my biggest gap all day.
And that was, I mean, that's like but there's a 5K stretch from Alta to the finish, and you were like under 16 minutes.
Yeah, that's what they told me. And
it is downhill, but
it's downhill, but like I didn't even like run that in high school for 5K cross country races. Like, yeah, that's like.
Did you run with any kind of like GPS or anything like that?
No,
I didn't think so. But like, it'd just be like, yeah, but it'd be like, it'd be interesting to see what Hayden ran, and then if he had something.
I want to know what my last mile was, because I was just hammering, and like I want to know like what I split for the last mile. But like, yeah, it was just nuts. Like my legs hurt so much. Like every time they hit the ground, it was just like pain. But I was just like, I just have to go. Like,
what motivates you in that? Like to push yourself so hard? Because that's pretty miserable.
Yeah, I mean, there were moments where it's like, I mean, it's hard to keep yourself going mentally. It's like, I mean, I'm really competitive, so I really want the win.
Yeah.
But at the same point, I'm like, I'm proud of a good, honest effort. So there were points in it where I was almost like, it hurt so bad. I was just like, well, if I get beat and get second, like, at least I'm really proud of this effort. But then it's like, but I don't want to finish second. Like, and I mean, I don't like, the running is way more than the money, but when you're out there and there's like 10 grand on the line and second's what, like 3 grand? That's a steep drop off. And it was just like, okay, like I can hurt pretty bad for 3 miles for 10 grand.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean but it's more than that. It's just like,
yeah, you
just dig down. And I really like to suffer. Like I do and don't like to suffer. Like I'd get on the climbs and I would just like get in the zone and just like hammer. And there's part of me that just like, I don't know, maybe it's a masochistic side of me, but like it just like loves getting in that zone and just like grinding it out. So like that keeps me going too. Just like, just embracing the pain, I guess.
I've heard that before, like people wanting to go to the dark place. I mean, they're displaying it different ways, like wanting to go to the dark place to kind of see what they could do or see how it felt.
Yeah,
or
I made a lot of weird noises, like in the last 6 miles. Like I came into Tennessee Valley, like, I don't know, like wheezing or grunting or heaving or whatever, like making so many noises. And same at the finish. It was just like nuts. Like I was just like,
almost literal like beast mode kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, I mean, I just going, I really didn't want to get caught.
Do you think that's your best ultra performance or close to it?
Yeah, I think that's arguably the best race I've ever run, hands down.
Period.
Yeah, like
any
track, cross country, road races, ultras. Like I'm still kind of dumbfounded because we hammered so hard so early, and I was like, I don't know, like we're hammering. I don't know if either one of us are gonna win. Like, Sage might win, Alex Nichols might win, somebody back there being reasonable. But like, I was just like, the train just started rolling, and I like couldn't jump off. So I was just like, okay.
You rolled with it.
Yeah.
Is it crazy to think that this was Hayden's first 15
Yeah,
miles?
it's nuts. Like that's probably. Like, I don't know. I don't know, like, history too much, but that's got to be one of the most impressive 50-mile debuts, like, ever, of all time, the whole world. Like, that, like, I mean, I know people thought my JFK was great, but, like, no. Like, what he just did today puts my JFK, like, my JFK is, like, down here. Like, his North Face today is, like, is levels above what I did at JFK 3 years ago. Like, it was insane. Like, he is so strong. Like, I mean, I pretty much never shook him. I mean, he finished 2 minutes behind me, which is pretty much a sprint in the ultra. So, like, I mean, I've always kind of had this dream of, like, a spread eagle finish, like where it came down so close that like we just both dived.
You've practiced that at like Lake Sonoma before. I've seen it.
And I thought today I might get it. Like I thought we were so tight that I thought it might come down to like a finishing like all out lean. Spread eagle lean for the line where we just like both collapse. Like, but I mean it didn't. But it was.
It felt that way.
It was all butt. It was all butt. Like I was looking over, I shouldn't look back, but I was looking over my shoulder with like 400 meters to go because I'm just like, I saw Dylan Bowman like probably with like 6.5 miles to go, and like I wish somebody had it on video because I must have sounded so panicked. I was just like, is he back there? Is he back there? Can you see him? I was like, I must have sounded so panicked, but
you did.
like, but I somehow it held together. But huge props to Hayden. I mean, what he did was absolutely incredible. Gutsy as he's so gutsy. Like as hard as
it's coming from you.
He led the like he I took it out for the first maybe half mile, and then he took the reins and like it was just like the Hayden show for like the next 10, 15 miles.
He can climb.
Oh, he can climb. Yeah, he just like he's kind of got like I have these like tree trunk legs. He kind of has like these thin muscular legs, and he just runs up the climb. Like I felt like I was running the climbs too hard, and he was just gapping me.
Wow.
Like he can climb like crazy, and he doesn't fall apart. Like I was trying to break him, and like he wouldn't fall apart. He obviously got his nutrition well, and it was insane what he did.
Well, this probably ends, I'm assuming, your 2016 season. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm done for this year. Yeah, like I'm gonna go take naps by the fire at bar camp. And,
Nice.
I mean, I'll run or snowshoe or something, but I'm not. I'm done racing.
And you got some things to think about for next year because you had one heck of a 3/4 of a UTMB, and today your name was drawn in this lottery, the Hard Rock lottery. Yeah. So you got some thinking to do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, my name wasn't supposed to be drawn today. I mean, no, it was drawn, but like, to be honest, I put my name in the Hard Rock lottery to start the process because it's supposed to take like 8 years, and I'm like, well, I have a ticket, I might as well put it in. I was hoping it wouldn't come out so I could just have more tickets next year, and once I'm satisfied at UTMB, go around Hard Rock some year. And then it came out, and now it's like, well, now what do I do? Because I won't run at this point in my career. I won't run both in the same year.
You won't, definitely not.
No. I don't think it. For me personally, as a runner, I don't think it's smart. Yeah. So I will pick one or the other, and I was hoping to not have to make that decision yet, but now I do. I mean, I've been leaning towards UTMB. I'm going back. My mom wants to go watch. My uncle and aunt are talking about going, but now it's like, I still live at bar camp. It's 10,000 feet. Hard Rock's super high. I don't know how long I'll be. I'll be at bar camp for a while yet, but I don't know how long. So it's kind of a hard decision to make, but I don't know. I'm not gonna make it today.
No.
I'm gonna go to the juice, and I'm gonna
relax a little bit.
Yeah, relax a bit. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's a big honor to be selected in the lottery. So, and it's a special race. But yeah, I don't know. It's a hard choice.
That'd be I hadn't even thought of it till literally this moment. But to see you throw down versus Killian and the San Juan, and Jason Sharp is there as well.
Yeah.
And whoever else got in today, I have no idea. But
yeah, I heard it's pretty stacked. But yeah, I don't know. I've wanted to race Killian. I mean, Killian and I think we're a bit different. We have our differences. He's a very good big mountain athlete, and I kind of came from the fast track through the woods style in the U.S., and I've been trying to get better at the big mountain stuff. And I wanted to race Killian. He might clobber me, but I mean, I would like that opportunity. It'd be an interesting thing to take a crack at. But I mean, that's assuming he takes his spot and runs.
Well, he's taking a spot, but yes,
yeah. But so yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting, but it's something to think about while I nap by the fire.
Well, enjoy a little celebration this evening to cap off a great season, and I look forward to seeing you out there next year.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you too.